Breathe. No, really breathe. Not that shallow, rushed breath you take between notifications. Not the tired sigh you call rest. I mean a real breath, the kind that fills your chest. The kind that reminds you you're alive, because lately you haven't been living. You've just been surviving. Every morning feels the same. Alarm, rush, stress, phone, work, deadlines, noise, pressure, again. You move so fast. You don't even feel your own life anymore. It's like you're chasing something, but you don't even remember what it is. And the scary part, you call this normal, you call this ambition, you call this success, but deep inside, you know something is wrong. Because no matter how much you achieve, you still feel empty. No matter how busy you are, you still feel behind. No matter how hard you work, peace never comes. And at night, when the world finally goes quiet, there's no one left to impress, you stare at the ceiling. Your heart whispers, why am I so tired? Not tired in the body, tired in the soul. Let me tell you something nobody told you. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're not ungrateful. You're exhausted. Because you've been carrying a life Allah never asked you to carry. You're breaking yourself for a world that was never meant to be your home. The lie we all believed, this world taught you a dangerous lie. It said, if you're not tired, you're not working hard enough. If you're not stressed, you're not serious enough. If you're not sacrificing sleep, health, family, Salah, you don't want success badly enough. So you believed it. We all did. We glorified burnout, praised overworking. We competed in suffering. Bro, I only slept 3 hours. I haven't taken a day off in months. I'm grinding 24/7s, and everyone claps. Like self-destruction is heroic. Like collapsing is impressive. Like breaking yourself is strength. But tell me something honestly. If your body is screaming, if your heart is empty, if your Salah feels heavy, if your chest feels tight every day, is that really success? Or is that slavery? With a nice name, you forgot who you belong to. You know what hurts the most? It's not that you're working hard. Islam never told you to be lazy. Hard work is honorable. Effort is beautiful. Struggle for halal is worship. But somewhere along the way, you stopped working for Allah and started working for people, for bosses, for society, for status, for comparison, for what will they think? And the moment you switched masters, peace disappeared, because pleasing people has no finish line. There's always more. More money, more success, more validation, more approval, but pleasing Allah. It's simple, clear, merciful, balanced. Allah doesn't want you destroyed, wants you guided. Islam was never meant to exhaust you. Listen carefully. This might change your life. Allah did not send Islam to suffocate you. He didn't send it to overload you. He didn't send it to make life heavier. It says in the Quran, Allah intends for you ease, not hardship. Ease. Read that again, ease. So if your life feels constantly heavy, constantly overwhelming, constantly crushing, maybe you're not following Islam. Maybe you're following culture. Because culture says, push harder or you're nothing. Islam says, do your best. Trust me. Culture says, everything depends on you. Islam says, everything depends on Allah. Culture gives you anxiety. Islam gives you tawakkul. See the difference? One breaks you. The other carries you. The day you became a machine, you remember when you used to smile more? When Salah felt lighter? When small things made you happy? When life wasn't just bills and deadlines? Somewhere, you turned into a machine. Wake up, work, scroll, stress, sleep, repeat. No reflection, no stillness, no connection with Allah, just noise. Constant noise. Your heart never gets silence anymore. A heart without silence can't hear Allah. That's why your du'as feel distant. That's why Quran feels heavy. That's why you feel numb. Not because you're bad, but because you're burnt. Burnt souls can't feel sweetness. They just feel tired. Your body is an amanalami, remind you of something powerful, something we forget. Your body, it's not yours. It's an amana, a trust. Allah gave it to you. Temporarily, and He will ask you about it. How did you treat it? Did you rest it? Did you protect it? or did you abuse it, trying to impress the world? The Prophet said, your body has a right over you, subhanAllah. Even your body has rights. But look at us. We sleep for hours, eat garbage, stress constantly, never exercise, never rest, always tense, always worried. Then we wonder why we're depressed, brother, sister. Even a car breaks if you drive it nonstop. You think you're stronger than steel? You're human. You were designed with limits, and those limits are not weakness, they are mercy. Allah built you with limits, so you'd remember you need Him. Barakah, the secret nobody talks about here, is something the world will never teach you, because the world doesn't understand it. Barakah blessing, you can work 12 hours with no barakah and achieve nothing, or work 4 hours. With barakah and change your entire life. Barakah is when little becomes enough. Barakah is when time expands. Barakah is when stress disappears. Barakah is when peace fills your chest. And you don't get barakah. By killing yourself, you get barakah. By pleasing Allah, by praying on time, by halal income, by gratitude, by balance. So maybe the solution isn't work more. Maybe it's come back to Allah. Because success without barakah is just fancy misery. Slow down. You're not late. Let me free you from something today. You're not late. Read that again. You're not late. Your risk was written 50,000 years before the heavens were created. Your salary, your house, your spouse, your opportunities. Already written. Cannot steal someone else's risk. And no one can steal yours. So why are you running like you're being chased? Why are you panicking like Allah forgot you? Allah didn't forget you. You forgot Him. And forgetting Allah is the fastest way to lose peace. Slow down. You're not behind. You're exactly where Allah wants you to be. Imagine, just imagine. A life where you wake up for Fajr calmly. Pray without rushing. Drink water slowly. Work with focus, not fear. Come home with energy. Sit with your family. Read Quran. Sleep peacefully. No anxiety. No constant comparison. Just quiet strength. That life isn't a fantasy. That life is Islam. And you left it for a rat race. So listen to me carefully. Stop punishing yourself. Stop thinking pain equals success. Stop worshiping hustle culture. Stop living like Allah depends on you. Allah doesn't need you. You need Him. Work hard, but don't break yourself. Chase goals, but don't lose your soul. Build dunya, but never forget akhirah. Because the strongest Muslim is not the busiest one, but the most balanced one. And maybe, just maybe, the life you're looking for isn't ahead of you. It's behind you, waiting for you to slow down and come back to Allah. It's early morning, before the sun, before the noise, before the world starts screaming your name. There's a moment, a very small moment. When everything is quiet, most people sleep through it. But this moment is special, because this is when Allah calls you, not your boss, not your phone, not the world. Allah, 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 come to prayer. Allah, Falah, come to success. Did you catch that? Not come to work, not come to money, not come to hustle. Allah literally calls Salah success. But you turned away from the very thing that was supposed to save you. You chose stress over Salah, deadlines over du'a, emails, over your Lord, and then you wonder why life feels heavy when Salah became a chore. Be honest. When did prayer become rushed? When did it become something you fit in? 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there, half attention, half presence, half heart. You're standing in front of the King of Kings, but your mind is still at work. Still thinking about money, still thinking about people, still thinking about problems. Your body is praying, but your heart is somewhere else. And then you say, I don't feel peace anymore. Of course you don't. Peace doesn't come from moving fast. Peace comes from presence. And you haven't been present in years. You've been running, always running, even inside your Salah. The day you forgot how to sit still, try something scary. Sit alone. No phone. No music. No distractions. Just you and silence. For 10 minutes. You know what happens? Your mind panics because you're not used to stillness anymore. You're addicted to noise. Constant stimulation. Constant scrolling. Constant doing. But the heart heals in silence. That's why tahajjud feels different. That's why tahajjud feels heavy and light at the same time. Because for once, the world shuts up. And it's just you and Allah. And in that quiet moment, you realize something painful. You realize how far you drifted. Not because you're evil, not because you're a bad Muslim, but because you got distracted. Because dunya is loud and akhirah is quiet. And most people follow whatever is loudest. The weight you were never meant to carry. You're stressed because you're acting like everything depends on you. Like if you don't control every detail, your life will collapse. But let me ask you something. Before you were born, who was managing your rizq? Before you got this job, who was feeding you? Before you had plans, who was protecting you? Allah. So why do you suddenly think everything depends on your shoulders now? Why are you carrying what belongs to Allah? Control is His, not yours. Your job is effort, not outcome. But you reversed it. You obsess over outcomes and neglect effort with sincerity. That's why you're tired, because trying to control destiny is the fastest way to break your soul. Tawakkul, the freedom you forgot. Tawakkul, such a small word, but it changes everything. It means, I will try my best. Leave the rest to Allah. Not laziness. Not excuses. Effort, then trust. But what do? We try, and then we worry, and then we overthink, and then we panic, and then we lose sleep, and then we stress. So where's the trust? You're doing the work of effort and the work of Allah. Of course you're exhausted. You took 2 jobs. Yours, Allah's. Return one of them. Give Allah what belongs to Him. Trust Him. Watch what happens to your chest. It becomes lighter, not because problems disappear, but because you stop carrying them alone. Family, the thing you're losing quietly. Let me hit you with something real. Something uncomfortable while you're busy building your future. Your present is disappearing. Your parents are aging. Your children are growing. Moments are passing. Conversations are being missed. Memories are not being made. And one day, you'll have money, but no time left. You'll say, I did this for my family, but your family wanted you, not your exhaustion. Your presence, your dua, your laughter at dinner. But you were always busy, always later, always after this project, and life doesn't wait. Islam never told you to sacrifice your family for dunya. The Prophet balanced worship, work, family, rest, community, beautifully. And you think destroying your home life is responsibility? No, it's imbalance. An imbalance always breaks something. The moment everything cracks. Everyone has a moment, a breaking point. Maybe it's burnout. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's a health scare. Maybe it's crying alone at night. Maybe it's a panic attack before work. Maybe it's feeling empty after achieving everything. A moment where you sit there and whisper, I can keep living like this. It's that moment. It's not weakness, it's mercy. Because sometimes Allah lets your plans break so your heart can finally turn back to Him. Sometimes exhaustion is a wake-up call. Sometimes burnout is guidance. Sometimes pain is Allah saying, come back to me and maybe. This video, this exact moment, is your wake-up call, rebuilding from the inside. Real change doesn't start with a new job, or more money, or productivity hacks. It starts inside, with your heart, with one decision. I will stop living like the world owns me. I belong to Allah. That sentence alone changes everything. Because when you belong to Allah, you stop chasing approval. You stop comparing timelines. You stop rushing destiny. You stop breaking yourself. You work with dignity, not desperation. You move with calmness, not chaos. You live with Barakah, not burnout. Small changes, big peace. It doesn't require dramatic things. Small, simple, but powerful. Pray on time, not when convenient. Turn your phone off before bed. Sleep properly. Wake up for Fajr. Read 1 page of Quran daily. Talk to your parents longer. Smile more. Say Alhamdulillah more. Make dua like you mean it. Tiny habits. But they reconnect your heart to Allah. And when the heart reconnects, everything feels lighter. Because now you're not fighting life alone. Different kind of strength. You know what real strength looks like? Not shouting, not flexing, not I never rest. Real strength is calm, controlled, grounded. A Muslim who trusts Allah, who works hard, but sleeps peacefully, who strives, but doesn't panic, who dreams big, but bows his head in sujud every day. That person, unbreakable. Because their strength doesn't come from hustle, it comes from faith, and faith never burns out. So tonight, when everything gets quiet, I want you to sit on your prayer mat. No rush, no performance, just you and Allah. Talk to Him. Tell Him you're tired. I'll tell Him you feel lost. Tell Him you've been carrying too much. He already knows. But He loves hearing you ask. And maybe, for the first time in years, you'll cry. Not from stress, but from relief. Because finally, you stopped running, and you came home. Back to Allah. It's late. The world is asleep. No messages. No calls. No deadlines. Just silence. The kind of silence you forgot existed. You sit on the edge of your bed. Lights off. Phone face down. For the first time in a long time, you're not running. You're not chasing. You're not performing. It's just you. It's your thoughts. And something feels different tonight. Not heavy. Not rushed. Just still. And in that stillness, you finally hear it. Your heart. For years it was screaming, but you drowned it with noise. Work, scrolling, people. Pressure now, with everything quiet. Your heart whispers something simple. Come back, not to a place, not to a job, not to a goal. Come back to Allah, because that's where you were always meant to live. The return, you stand up slowly. Make wudu. Cold water touches your skin. It feels strange, refreshing, alive. Like you're washing off more than dust. Like you're washing off years of stress, years of rushing, years of forgetting. Every drop feels like mercy. Face, hands, head, feet. By the time you finish, you feel lighter. Not because your problems disappeared, but because your soul finally exhaled. You lay the prayer mat, and for once, you're not praying because you have to, you're praying because you need to. There's a difference. A big difference. One feels like obligation, the other feels like oxygen. Sujood hits different, you say. Allahu Akbar. And this time, you actually mean it. Allah is greater. Greater than your job. Greater than your fears. Greater than your deadlines. Greater than your problems. Greater than everything that's been scaring you. Allahu Akbar. And suddenly, your problems shrink. because Allah is bigger. You go into sujud, forehead on the ground, the lowest position a human can be in. Yet somehow, it feels like the highest place in the world because you're closest to Allah. And something breaks inside you. Tears. Quiet at first, then heavier. It's not sadness, not exactly. Relief, like you've been holding your breath for years. And finally let go. You whisper, Ya Allah, I'm tired. And for the first time, you're honest. No fancy du'as, no perfect Arabic, just truth. I tried doing everything alone. I can't anymore. And you realize something beautiful. Allah never asked you to do it alone. You just assumed you had to. Healing isn't loud. People think transformation is dramatic. Big speeches, big energy, big changes overnight. But real healing is quiet. It's subtle. It's slow. It's choosing to pray Fajr tomorrow. It's choosing to sleep earlier. It's choosing to say no to things that drain you. It's choosing to trust Allah a little more today than yesterday. It's tiny steps, but tiny steps taken consistently. Change your entire life. Islam was never about extremes, not monk mode, not burnout mode. Balance, always balance. The middle path, the straight path, not the path of self-destruction. Redefining success, the world gave you the wrong definition. It said success means more money, more status, more applause. But let's be honest, how many successful people do you see? Anxiety, depression, broken families, no peace. So is that really success? Or just expensive misery? Islam defines success differently. Success is waking up for Fajr easily. Success is halal income, even if it's small. Success is laughing with your parents. Success is your heart being calm. Success is sleeping without fear. Success is meeting Allah one day, hearing, well done. That's success. Everything else. Temporary decoration. The Barakah life. Imagine living with Barakah. You wake up early. Not tired, not angry. You pray slowly. You drink tea in silence. No rush, no panic. You go to work focused, not stressed. You do your best, then you leave. Because work is part of life, not your whole identity. You come home, you smile more, you talk more, you listen more. You open Quran for 10 minutes. Those 10 minutes change your entire mood. You sleep peacefully. No overthinking, no racing heart. Just trust. This life isn't fantasy. It's just what happens. When Allah is first, Barakah isn't magic. It's alignment. When your life aligns with Allah's design, everything flows. Stop competing. Something strange happens when you trust Allah. You stop comparing because you realize their timeline isn't yours. Their rizq isn't yours. Their test isn't yours. So why stress? Why jealousy? Why rush? You walk your path at your pace with Allah, and suddenly life feels lighter. Because competition creates pressure, but tawakkul creates peace. Death, the ultimate reminder. Let me bring you back to reality. One day, this all ends. Your job ends. Your stress ends. Your hustle ends. You'll be laid down in the ground. Alone. No phone, no boss, no deadlines. Just you and your deeds. Imagine that moment. All the nights you lost sleep for money won't matter. All the stress you carried won't matter. All the people you tried to impress won't be there. Only Salah, only dhikr, only sincerity, only your relationship with Allah. So why are you sacrificing eternal peace for temporary pressure? Why break yourself? For a world you're going to leave anyway? Live in dunya? Yes, but don't worship it. Use it. Don't let it use you. The strongest Muslim isn't the busiest, not the richest, not the loudest. The strongest Muslim, the one whose heart is steady. When life gets hard, they say Alhamdulillah. When life gets easy, they say Alhamdulillah. When plans fail, they say Allah knows best. They work hard, but they sleep peacefully. They strive, but they trust. They move. But never forget Allah. That's strength, unshakable strength. So listen carefully now. If you've been breaking yourself, stop. If you've been punishing your body, stop. If you've been neglecting your soul, stop. You weren't created to live anxious. You weren't created to live exhausted. You weren't created to live empty. You were created to worship Allah. And worship was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to free you. Free you from people, free you from fear, free you from pressure, free you from dunya. Islam is not chains, Islam is wings. But you keep choosing chains. Let them go. Come back to balance. Come back to Salah. Come back to simplicity. Come back to Allah, because that's where peace was hiding all along. From today, pray on time, protect your sleep, guard your heart, choose halal, trust Allah, smile more, stress less, work hard, but never break yourself again, because Allah never asked you to. Slow down, breathe, and remember, the life you're searching for was always waiting in sujud.